people don't want to, they don't want to take that chance.
They don't want to take that chance, and being that I was always the big girl in the clique, like I never worried about that. The people that I rock with, beautiful, from rooter to tutor. But I figured I was beautiful too, but they didn't like me showing up. You know what I'm saying? I could step on stage, and I'm the only female beatboxer in this area. You dig what I'm saying? I beatbox for Roxanne Shante, I beatbox for Yellow Wolf, I've been flown different places for Capitol Records, whatever. And do you know I've been not invited to places because they say that I take too much shine? She laughing because she knows.
It's true. It's very true. But see, the thing is, that is Houston for you. Because see, when you are born a star, and it's not something that you have to chase or something that you have to force, when you naturally have a light about yourself, people don't like that. And don't let that light come with confidence, because I'm going to tell you one thing, and I'm not religious, so don't get me wrong, but I know one thing about God is when he blesses his children, he blesses his children. Amen. And you can't be mad at that.
Exactly. And you're right. And I was actually talking to one of my homeboys from Atlanta, because I was out in Atlanta for a little bit, because I moved away from here because it was so shiesty and shady here. And so I moved back here, to help my moms, but it's just ridiculous. You just want to like just say forget it.
Right.
It's not even worth it, man.
Yeah.
And
you preaching to the choir over here, son. And I know.
And I was talking to Fire, Fire about that. I've been on Fire for years.
Right.
For years. And, she keep pushing me. There's been many days I just like want to say, just forget it, man. I'm not. But something that's in me is keep telling me, no, keep going.
That's your
keep
spirit.
Going.
Don't, because it's your purpose. When you want to give up on something, if there's something in you that's saying you can't, then that's your spirit telling you that this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
And the moment that you give up because of other people, you fail.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can't fail. You know what I mean? And even though, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to bring up Beyonce because she's a Houston native. And people always say, well, Beyonce don't rep Houston enough. Beyonce don't talk about Houston. Well, Houston didn't put Beyonce on. So what do you want her to do?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all didn't lift her up and do all that. Like, she went elsewhere and came back with the H on her back. So don't give her all that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Exactly. So yeah, but at the end of the day, I love my city. I'm so H-Town. And I'm gonna get it how I live. If you play my record on 97.9, 93.7, I don't care, because it's on iTunes and it's on YouTube. And they played it over here. So I'm good.
Yes. Represent where you originally from.
And you will be played over here.
Thank you.
Yeah, you will.
Thank you. What?
And where you originally from?
Well, my father is from Nigeria. So I am Nigerian American. So, yeah.
You're still American.
Not so much. But thank you.
All right, so going back to the show.
Okay.
How did you take the way Miss J and her son treated you on the show? Because at the end of the show, I mean, to me, they were really kind of nasty towards you. Mm-hmm. And the episode where there was a little confusion at the school and someone went back to her son and said, Queensley said, F Miss J, and then he was ready to like really throw down on you. Mm-hmm. And that was not even the case. You didn't say that. Mm-mm. But I felt like as adults, business owners, teachers, there was a better way to handle that. They could have come to you, he could have come to you, since he was the one that was so upset about it, and said, hey, brought the other person. This is what was said.
Professional people handle stuff like that, not ratchets. You can't expect that from ratchets.
Okay, so that's that.
You expect that from professional people who know how to conduct business, and they put, both parties in a room and they talk it out and they figure out who said what, and then they judge by what they hear if it registers as the truth or not. You don't get that from ratchets. They take the first thing because they don't already like you. Right. So anything that they get, they're gonna run with it because they got something against you. Now you said that. Said what? Okay, did I?
And I was like, after the show aired, like, when they saw it, like, how did they feel about
stupid. If they didn't, they should feel stupid still.
So.
But to answer your question, I took it as hate. There's no other way to take it, so, yeah.
So as far as TV goes, would you consider doing another reality show?
Yes. I love TV, actually. It sets a really great platform. But for me going forward, I have to have control of my image. You're not putting me on a show and then cutting it and pasting it and then making me just look like some loudmouth drama girl, because that is not my brand. My brand is all about positivity, inspiration. I want to be a role model.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not your girl on Instagram with her back to the camera. Like, I do face shots for a reason, because I want people to know that your beauty up here is enough. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, what you saw on the show is like partly me, but I was provoked a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, so in my everyday life, it's all about like the betterment of people and how I can contribute to the betterment of somebody instead of taking from them. So if I can control my message and what I put out there to the world, definitely I would love to do TV.
Okay, that's cool. Now, one thing that the show concluded without, unless I'm not recalling correctly, they never did state whether or not whether or not you all even graduated from the school.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So I still don't know if you know.
Well, I'll just say that I do have my license. It ain't come from Franklin, but I do hold a license and I can do hair in a salon if I want to.
That's good. That's good. Congratulations.
So thank you. I finished. They ain't want me to finish there, so I couldn't finish there if I wanted to.
But like they say, one monkey don't stop no show. So
Absolutely
you did it
not.
anyway.
You know, I love our body expressions. I mean, from Tavares to T-Love to you, and when that was said, it was just like. Now, if I could curse in this bitch, I would tell some other things.
But I'm gonna keep PG.
But I'm happy that you got your license, but that just takes me back. I mean, why would, well, okay. So.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, I really did the hair thing for a fallback plan. That's
Right.
really it, because singing is my thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, singing is my gift. Everything else are talents. I'm thankful. That's why I don't want to rest on them. That's why I pursue them. But I don't really want to be in the service industry. Like, I can do makeup, I can do wardrobe styling, I can do all those things. But singing, I don't know when it's going to take off, but I know that it will take off. And
Okay.
so I'm going to stay there.
What I want to do, I don't know if that's a question for you. When you did Sunday's Best,
Okay.
walk the people through the emotion from the start to the finish, because I can remember our convo, you know what I'm saying, afterwards and the whole thing, but tell the people the emotional standpoint and when you was on there and not, going as far as you would have liked to. And to see the people that judge you and now had a reality show, and you seen them don't handle things well, but they gave out advice on how you should act.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand, like, when the tables are turned,
And you're in the situation.
you in the situation, you dig? So tell the people about that.
Okay, so I was completely distraught. I was depressed and I wanted to give up. Throughout that whole situation, by being a gospel show, I was the youngest at the time. I think I was like, 21? Everybody else was older. They were like choir directors and lead singers in the church, and I wasn't.
Yes.
I'm just a girl with a voice. So I get up there and you don't know Jesus? What you doing up here? You too young.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Who told you that?
It was it was a lot of people in there judging me because of my age. They felt like I didn't know, like
You didn't
I
have
didn't
the
know
experience.
God, like I didn't know Jesus was his son and he died. Like I didn't know these things. So throughout the process, if I could just be honest, I got defeated. I sent myself home. I could have sung, I remember like it was yesterday, I sung Silver and Gold. I could have sung that song so much better than that, but it makes me emotional. Because it was a really tough time in my life, and that was like my first experience of like being on TV and thinking I was about to make it. You know that feeling?
Right.
You think you're about to make it, and you about to change the life of your family, and it's like ripped from you. Well, that's what happened. I came back home, got a job, you know what I'm saying? Everything was normal, like I've never been on TV before, and that was like devastating.
And that's what I wanted to not only show the glam side of what the industry can do to you, but the industry, if you're not strong enough, it can actually break you down.
Break you.
I mean, break you.
Yes.
You understand what I'm talking
I
about?
think,
So
is it meant to break you though?
it is.
Okay.
Because only a lot of times we say only the strong survive, but you can't say that and accept that in your life until you have been the one that have survived.
Okay.
So if you just went through life and things always was your right side and always, you wouldn't even understand when that door gets shut in your, that real door.
That
Now we can
real-
get a lot of
you talking about
doors
BC.
shut in our face, but when that real door, when you got a network that said, okay, this and that, you don't know how to handle it. You understand? And I'm gonna shout out, Michael Sterling's in the building. He can tell you about doors being slammed and also them being open, and when it's your timing, it's your timing.
Amen.
You do what
I
I'm
believe
saying?
that.
So I really do believe in you. I'm not saying this because of whatever. I believe in you from the moment we sat in that living room together and said, you have that spark to make it. But when you was going through that, I was praying that something picked you up to make you go, but you were still young. And I knew that things would get better when you had another time to redeem yourself. I think you redeem yourself in a way that, hey, this ain't gonna be the second one like this.
Right.
And I really do think, because your story has not ended yet.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna take
Definitely
another reality show for you to come into you.
Right.
Because that